What's going on, guys? Cody Hughes, Teacher Build. Thanks for tuning back in the channel. Guys, today, you probably saw already from the video, but we got the IS300 back. The yellow IS300 is back on the channel, the 2JZ Banana. And pretty much today, we're gonna go ahead and just give you a quick walk around of the car while also installing the blue tint Altezza headlights. Right now, it's on just some black housing eBay headlights. So we're gonna put these blue tints on. They're a little hazy, so we're gonna install them, and then after that, we're gonna do a video doing a cleanup. So let me show you the current status of the Banana, and then also get right into installing. For those of you who don't know, this is our yellow IS300. I given it to my brother a couple years back, but before then, this car was on nitrous. It's a 2002 Lexus IS300. It is an automatic. It has a walled front lip, TRD side skirts, TRD rear lip. It has, I believe it's a CUS or Carbon Creations hood. It's carbon fiber, eBay headlights, blacked out fogs. It is a no sunroof car from factory. So that's something that's pretty cool. But other than that, nothing else really too crazy on it. It has the little like small spoiler looking John. Custom taillights. So these are the stock taillights that just were smoked completely on the bottom, red tinted on top, and then smoked. And then these are just red tinted and smoked. So the car right now is completely stock, other than like a Josie style intake pipe, Megan white pipe, and then an eBay catback right now. These are the headlights that are on the car. They're not too bad, but they're getting a little hazy. And why not have a perfect excuse then to go ahead and install our blue tint Altezzas. So these are the blue tint Altezzas in all their beauty. Like you can see, they're still a little hazy. They've been in storage for like 2 years. So this is a USDM Is300. Those are JDM headlights, so it's slightly different to install them. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna go through in order to install them. Hopefully we're able to do it without any problems and we can get the headlights on today. So from what I remember from the last headlight I did, so we gotta get these tabs off, move the bumper forward. There's this bolt here, and then I believe there's two in the back. There's two nuts back here. So we'll have to get from behind here and get up in there. So I already got those two clips off. Right now I'm loosening this bolt, and then we'll go ahead and start getting the nuts in the back. And then I think that's everything when I remember. So hopefully it's as simple as that. So the two you're gonna wanna loosen is gonna be, let me see if I can get you some light up in there. That guy down there. And then there's another one up there. So again here and there, and then the headlight should come up. Pro tip, in case you don't already think about it, we really advise turning your wheel. Makes it a lot easier and gives you a lot more access. And of course, make sure you have the clips out, that way you can move the glass shield or whatever this is called out of the way. So right now we're about to get the bottom one out. Probably can see, but right now we're about to get the bottom one out, then we'll loosen the top one. Okay, so I have it off here, and two in the back. I think that's it. It should start coming. Okay, so I went ahead and loosened the bumper and took it off because I forgot that there's these clips under here. So now we should be able to take it off without a problem. There you go. All right, just like that, headlight one's off. Gosh, bro, my hands were dirty. But anyway, before we continue, I want to make sure we get the lights to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect the jumper harness that I got from EKP. Shout out to EKP for this straight conversion to be able to convert this to 9006, because the stock i300 is the xenon with the ballast. The Altezza ones come with a 9006 bulb. So we're gonna go ahead and connect one of these and make sure that it'll still work. If it does, then we'll go ahead and install the headlight. So it looks pretty straightforward. Looks like we just plug it into right here, and then this goes into our bulb. Here's one of the LEDs that we got from Auto One. Shout out to them. We're gonna go ahead and test these out and see how they work, and if it works good, we'll go ahead and install the headlight. Okay, nice, we got light. Let's make sure the high beam works. Yep, and then there's high beam. Cool. Okay, so Altezza versus IS300 headlight. So putting them side by side, on the back side they look pretty similar, except this one has this casing because of the ballast. This one just has it for the 9006. The actual housing on this one's bigger. I'm assuming because the IS300 front ends are a bit bigger. This one's a bit slimmer, so I'm curious on how that's gonna work and whether the mount here would work. Oh my gosh, I just realized my mount broke. Okay, but let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try fitting this in now and see what issues we run into. Oh, something else to note, the Altezza ones only have one turn signal, so there's two things you can do. You can either put one inside here, which you might have to modify one of them. I don't think they fit perfectly. So I'm gonna try putting it in as is, see if it fits. If it does, awesome. So there's two ways to do it. Either one, you just install one, leave the other one kind of in the engine bay, just tucked in a corner. That's like the quick method. The other method, that's the correct method or the better method, is to route the other one to your side marker, whether it's a JDM side marker or it's the USDM one over here. We're not doing that today. We're just gonna tuck in the engine bay. Eventually, I would want to do that, whether we get JDM fenders or we just run into these. But for today, we're not doing that. That fit. Without any modifications, the stock one fit. So maybe the old twos are different. Not sure. Maybe I got lucky. But no, it's in there. Sick. How's it look? It look good? Okay, so the headlight's in. Okay, so there's the top screw goes right through. The bottom one isn't there, so the bottom one sits a little bit further back. Man, I wish I could get my camera in here. Bottom one sits a little further back. It doesn't actually enter into the hole. It stays a bit further kind of tucked. So we'll come up with a modification there, but for right now we're just gonna put it up top. So fun fact, for the IS300 lights, do you see how the thread kind of starts almost right away? It's not like that on the Altezza ones. So the Altezza ones start a bit like it has almost like that. Let me get you some light. So it has like that flat spot first. So I'm having a real hard time getting the thread to catch. I might have to pause for today and modify the bracket a bit because I'm unable to get either of them to grab right now. Okay, so somehow, I don't know what I did, but I got it to go in a little bit more and I was able to get to grab. So it's in. What I am noticing though is that this headlight's way shorter than the IS300 one. Because like the clips that it was stuck on before, it's not even near there. So modifications would be needed there. There might be a gap right now, but. All right guys, so it's the next day. We ran out of daylight last night. So now we're gonna tackle the driver's side. So to keep in mind, what do we need to do? 2 bolts behind the headlight. We gotta take the bumper off at least a bit. Like you gotta get the clips off the front, get the bumper off on the side. I was trying to do, and I'm gonna still try to do the entire thing without taking the bumper off at all. So gonna try leaving the bumper on for the most part. Gotta loosen where the grill is, gotta undo the bolt that's on top of the headlight, and then get it out of those clip grooves. So once we do that, we should be good to get it out, get the next headlight on, and see how it looks all together. So far we have one light on. I can show you kind of like how the Altezza one looks versus the USDM one, and let me know what you guys think. This is how the JDM one is looking right now. Car is filthy because my dirty hands and the car was wet, but the headlight doesn't look too bad. It is still a bit hazy. We definitely got to do a session on it. I mean, it has some weird drip here from where it was in storage. So we definitely are going to do a video cleaning them up. But that's how the blue tint looks. And then this is how the one that's on the car right now, the eBay black housing looks. I mean, these are very hazy also, but I think in their cleanest form, I still think the black housing eats it up. I mean, you guys tell me, which one do you guys like more? So again, we already got these 2 clips off, and now we're getting off the top bolt here. This is of course the easiest one. So once we get this off, we'll go ahead and get off the ones on the side of the headlight, the bumper, and then get this light off. So let's go ahead and see if we can get it out from under here, but it should. Yeah, it's ready to come out, so let's get it out, boy. Headlight number 2 is out. The back bolt is in on top, and now boom, this is lining up. So seems like I did something right. Let's get it all together, and then let's see how it looks all put back together. Man, this looks good on the yellow. Something else that came on this kit, so you're gonna have 1 plug extra here. So the kit from EKP actually came with a cover for it. Actually just snaps in, which is pretty cool. That way water doesn't get inside. So pretty neat. The little things that you don't really think about. So all right guys, so we're actually at a night meet. You'll see this meet in a couple weeks, but this is how the IS is looking on the blue tints. We got to get them cleaned up because they're a little hazy right now, but man, they are looking spicy. I love how it looks on the yellow. And then, you know, those turn signals just drip a little different, you know what I mean, man? That looks crazy. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Thank you guys for watching. The IS300 is back. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions on the install or anything regarding that, please let me know. So I'm gonna get to this meet. I'm gonna get filming for the next video, and we'll see you next week.